Listen, call me an IP just though I be leaking in the bathroom. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Gamescage. Today and only today, we are here to talk about Sonic Frontiers. That's right, the big final preview event for the game actually dropped online today. You know what's actually a fun fact about this? I was invited to go to this preview event. Actually, I could have gone, but let me tell you what happened, y'all. Let me tell you, I got nominated for HyperX, Content Creator of the Year thing. You all voted for me, so I had to go do that. And those two events were the same week, and it caused me so much anxiety to miss in all that stuff. But it's fine, because we could still stay here, talk about the game and all that stuff. Now, I want you to know there is a lot of gameplay out there, right? That just dropped. And what I'm gonna do is, instead of obviously, going through all of it and spoilers and stuff, I'm gonna go through the points that I think are most interesting and that I think we should talk about without getting into, like, here's a big boss battle, or here's this, or here's that. I want to show some things that are new but not too intrusive in terms of spoilers. So for example, first one right over here is we can grab, what's a good one we can grab here? I'm gonna say, what's the first one? Ares Island, what's it called? No, Chaos Island. This is the new island, the third one. And I'm just gonna show a little bit of the beginning of it. So first of all, notice how Sonic's idle animation on this island is very like upset. Like he just looks sad and beaten down. I don't know what happened to our boy. Also, I should probably like center myself here. Look at me. Whoop. Look at this professionalism right here. Look at this. Whoop. There we go. Now I'm professional as hell. But yeah, no. So Sonic right here, you can tell like a little weirdly like bummed here. So maybe, this is an outcome of what's going on in the world and the island throughout the story. But again, right away you can just see that you have these, look at this island, man, all the platforms in the back, everything going on. I love, again, the more like desaturated feel of this island, how it looks all gray, like, and you have Sonic's brew, which almost feels like a little hopeful compared to what's going on here. But yeah, no, I love how this island looks. Again, I don't want to show too much of it, just so you don't see too much, but it's looking great. A lot of cool platforming challenges and stuff going on. So really happy about how Chaos Island is starting to shape up and starting to looks very cool. Just really into it, into the layouts and all that stuff. So let's get into some of the important stuff here. So let's talk about something I think is really important, which is Sonic's voice. Now, for a while now, we've heard off-camera sound of Sonic's voice. We've heard what it sounds like off-camera, but let's hear it really quickly, actually, with what's called like this. Here we go. Ready?
Gives you a great sense of progression and feels rewarding.
Here we go.
Oh man, that's just begging to be climbed. Imagine the view.
Dude, like, is that not wild? He sounds so different. Like, he is definitely older, and I think this is an explanation why there was actually a few weeks ago they removed the character bios of the characters on the website, and I think that's why, because this definitely sounds like an older Sonic,
Oh man, that's just begging to be climbed. Imagine the view.
Yeah, like, there is something really cool about this. I really love this voice direction Roger's taken, where it's a Sonic that I'm sure, again, is going to have his snarky quips and his moments, but you can tell this is a bit of an older Sonic, which, you hate to say sometimes, our boys growing up. But I wonder if maybe now he's like, maybe he's entering, 17 to 18 years old. Again, I don't want to get into fucking Sonic age canon stuff, but it's pretty clear that with the very massive voice direction change, I think, for Roger, that there's definitely something to be said about the voice being different and how he's going to be speaking throughout the game. And speaking of Sonic and his buddies, we have actually some screenshots here I think would be cool to look at. We have Knuckles right here. So there's the boy Knuckles in his all digital form, and we got Tails in his all digital form. Again, I have no fucking clue why they're digital like this. I have no idea still what's going on with them, because Amy's like this too. And we know Sonic has the fucked up arm, but we have yet to see the fucked up arm like in the game. So I don't know how far in that one cutscene we've seen where he has the messed up arm is or whatever. But yes, there's our first look at Knuckles. We know that on the second island, on Ares Island, you are collecting Knuckles badges so that you could save him. But again, no story stuff was really shown during all this gameplay stuff. So there's that. And I think, again, game's looking gorgeous. Just these screenshots right here, like everything about the game just looks super nice. Obviously the screenshots themselves, they got like 480p, but like just generally like the environment and everything looks so nice. I love this fucking like Valkyrie bird style fight that's going on. Sonic's guy's parry, which I think is super awesome. Now next up, we got to talk also about where is this? We got to talk about this right here. So let's go ahead and talk about cyberspace, because we got a pretty massive piece of information about cyberspace that I think a lot of us have been waiting for a long time. And obviously we can see these banger beats. So let's go ahead and listen to what Mr. IGN has to tell us about the music, about cyberspace.
They are beat the level under the S rank time limit,
of course,
beat the level with a certain number of coins,
yes,
and find all 5 red coins.
Even
though these stages are very short, even by Sonic standards,
I like that.
I found that the short length of each one actually lent itself well to how replayable they were.
That's what I like to hear.
Some of them for 10 or 15 minutes.
That's so
trying
cool.
to find the optimum path.
I like shit like this.
The exit in time for the S rank clear, or trying to find that last red coin, or simply.
I love stuff like that. The fact that he's saying that the cyberspace levels, are shorter, but they're fun to replay, because again, you're realistically not going to get the 5 red rings round 1. You're not necessarily going to get your S rank round 1. I like that, and I think also what's different here is I think, I could be wrong, but I think S ranks are purely tied to, like time and performance as opposed to like points. Maybe I could be wrong though, but
cyberspace levels that I played
here we go.
Was pretty impressive.
Here we go.
Some would be very straightforward, grounded boost levels, focused on speed and reactions.
Of course.
While others would be very grind rail heavy.
I like that.
Still others would shift the perspective to 2D.
I like that.
And be a little more deliberate with.
Again, I think this is really cool because it shows me that cyberspace is definitely going to be more arcadey, right? Obviously, you've seen it in this thing right here with this stage, but it definitely tells me that cyberspace is going for a more arcade vibe of like, hey, each level is going to have, here's the little hook, here's the gimmick, here's the thing. Now let's go a little more deeper into this. All right, here we go.
Your platforming challenges. Hands down, the best cyberspace stage that I played
it's
was
fucking
one that broke the tradition
from
of being
SA2.
a short bite-sized level.
He doesn't know,
was stretched out
but
to
this
about
is
2 or 3
Skyrim from
minutes in
SA2,
length, and had a bunch of hidden shortcuts off the beaten path that were a ton of fun to discover.
Love that, love that, love that, love that, love that. That is literally Skyrail SA2's layout. And that's fucking awesome to me. And the fact that that one is longer tells you a lot. Again, it shows you that you really do, man, like care about a lot of these older stages. Because if we're getting shit like Skyrail level layouts, I can't wait to see what else they got. And that's gonna make this next piece of news a little good or bad depending. All right, so here, hold on, let's listen to this really quickly.
As varied as the level design is, though, the one disappointment about cyberspace is that the visual theme around them, based on my 6 hours of playtime, always falls into one of just a few categories.
Okay.
Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Sky Temple, or the new cyberspace highway theme, and that's about it.
Okay.
Still, the music and the speed made them a consistent highlight of my playtime. The bulk of the time spent playing Sonic Frontiers was spent running fast through the various open zones.
Awesome. So yeah, that definitely confirms something we've been talking about and thinking about, right? Because how many videos have I, talked to you guys about, like, hey, they keep showing us these 4 areas. They keep showing us the highway, Sky Sanctuary, Green Hill, and Chemical Plant. And yeah, definitely one of my worries came true, which is that like, the next islands are basically 2-4 or 2-3, and they're gonna keep using those layouts. Now again, I don't mind them being the template, because we're gonna get level, like if the concession of, hey, we're gonna grab like cool level layouts and stuff like Skyrail or even maybe Metal Harbor at some point. Somebody told me one of the levels they saw online that I don't want to spoil, like by showing it, would be White Forest from SA2. So if they're gonna be grabbing these cool level layouts from games and going through those, I think that's gonna be really cool. It's also gonna be like, I feel like for a lot of them, they're gonna feel fresh and new because they're gonna be in the gameplay style of what's going on with this game, and it explains why the controls are a little more loose in cyberspace. But yeah, I think that is an important thing to note there, that yeah, it seems like the templates are going to be Green Hill, Chemical Plant, the new Metro Highway level, and Sky Sanctuary. And maybe they'll introduce some in the last 2 islands, you know, that could be really cool. But it does seem that like for now, those are the templates. I know I like hearing that, definitely a little disappointing, because I thought they would be hiding a few more layouts. Like, you know, maybe they were hiding what's called, I don't fucking know, like rooftop run, because I remember one preview event talked about that. But again, that could have just been them confusing it with the highway level. But yeah, it would have been nice to have, you know, maybe like what's called, how beautiful would level layouts be in the fucking what's that level called, the Planet Wisp, you know, with that like nice grassy area. But yeah, so that's sort of the good news, bad news about cyberspace, that we're getting levels and stuff shown from across the series that are going to be displayed through level design, but we're gonna have templates based on those 4. So, you know, you can let me know which ones of those you like and dislike. Now, you know what, on some more positive news though, Big the Cat, we can finally see the fishing game. By the way, Shaq News, shout out to that. Again, very nice little simple fishing mini game right here. You get this, the little circles glowing, you see this going on, the bubbles, and then you just gotta press A at the right time, boom, Sonic pulls up, grabs the little fish, and you hear the nice little jingle from SA1 actually, which I really, really love and I'm very happy about. But again, let's talk about something though, guys. Why is every other character digital, but Big the Cat is standing there with Sonic regularly? What fucking godly Jesus powers does Big the Cat have that he's out here standing like this with nothing in this world effective? I want to know, but I really, really do want to know. But yeah, I'm trying to see what else we got. So yeah, we had some of these screenshots over here. This we kind of talked about. Yeah, where like Island 3 is idle, looks a little more upset about stuff. We showed a bit of, you know, the chaos. I'm trying to see, by the way, did they show it here? No, it's not this place that has it. There's one, and is it the Shaq News? There's one preview the Shaq News account showed. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm trying to find this. There we go. I'm trying to see how the don't talk to me about boss battles. There it is. Okay, so yeah, it seems like your rank here is based on your time purely, which I think is really cool, because then, you know, you don't necessarily have to worry about the other challenges. The challenges are tethered to the vault keys you want to get, you know, the Chaos Emeralds faster. But if you just want to go, you know, for the rankings, they're their own thing, which I kind of like, because then you have multiple reasons to go back to these levels. But yeah, I mean, like, look, guys, listen. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, it seems like the highlight, you know, from IGN and all these websites going and playing this is the open zone. Again, I don't want to show the other ones too much, but yeah, like this, to me, looks so good. Especially like this feels like we're seeing the final build of the game, and seeing it, you know, 60 FPS, seeing like a lot of the level layout completed, because, you know, you have to complete stuff on the island for more of the level to show up. It's just, it's so cool seeing like the scale to like, look where you're going on. You're going on the walls, you're going on like all different parts of the islands. And I love shit like this. It really makes this world feel big. And again, the fact that you are Sonic means you're just gonna be like flying through this. And I think a big part of this, I've always said and talked about, is as long as I have that feeling of speed and wanting to just, you know, run around this world and have a good time and all that, I think that's going to be a big deal in and of itself. So yeah, I feel like those are the major points. There's one website I saw with a preview saying Sonic Frontiers looks like it's taken a strategy out of Breath of the Wild's playbook and the playbooks of other games inspired by it, and beautifully implemented them to the Sonic formula without taking away the fundamental the series is known for. Sonic Team has always been known to experiment with different gameplay styles for every Sonic game, from team-based gameplay in Sonic Heroes to nocturnal transformations Unleashed to DeviantArt style Avatar Force. Now it seems the company may be catching light in a bottle by following the stylistic open world trend set by a 5-year-old game made Sonic's rival company and making it challenging for fans new and old. So obviously they're doing, you know, the Breath of the Wild comparison, but they're complimenting the game, so I can't really complain. If open world style games are a new era for Sonic, I dare say a new frontier, then I'm already welcoming it with open arms. So yeah, I mean, also this website, by the way, is called Digital Trends, if you want to go and read all of their thoughts on it. But yeah, I've read a few, and to me, look, I think it's been pretty cemented, in my opinion, that this game is going to be great. And you know, and I know like, oh, we haven't played it yet and stuff, but listen, guys, we've all played a fuck ton of games in our lives, and I just think there's always a way you can tell websites and companies and stuff are talking about stuff, and people that played it publicly. It's like everyone that's played it has enjoyed their time with it. So I can't even imagine the people like us who give a fuck about Sonic and love playing these games, how we're gonna adore it, you know, and how much it's gonna mean more to us and what they're gonna do with the story and all this stuff. So to me, all this new gameplay stuff just makes everything even like more cementedly great. I mean, we're 2 weeks away from the game. Like, what they played is what the game is, you know, and the game, from what they're saying and what they're telling me, what they're showing me, looks fucking incredibly fun, and they're saying it's super fun. Aside, like I said, from the cyberspace, you know, back and forth, and apparently some of the pop-ins and stuff, but otherwise, very exciting time to be alive. I can't wait to see again where the story is gonna go. We still have the Knuckles. I think we got 2 things left, guys. I think we have the Knuckles special, and we have a launch here. I mean, we are literally like 2 weeks from now. Tonight is like the midnight launch, you know. So I'm thinking Knuckles show is this week, and next week is a big launch trailer, and then boom, we are here for Sonic Frontiers. So guys, that's gonna be it for the final big preview of Sonic Frontiers. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of everything we saw? Are you disappointed by the cyberspace stuff? Are you more intrigued by the open zone stuff? Again, I don't want to show too much of it because I feel like that's even more of the highlight, not to spoil, but it's looking incredible. So everybody, let me know what you think. I love you. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe. You're the best. Peace.